Hello, Jack. I'd like to make an offer to purchase your vacant drive-through building next to Take 5 Oil Change in Ogden, Utah. A friend of mine sent this listing. He sent over the listing for this property. He said, Luke, you should take a look at this one. It's the same size as the other deal we're working on together. We like to work on deals together. He said, maybe we can use the same tenant on this one. So I started studying it. I gave you a call. He called me back. He answered the phone. Turns out we used to live on the same street in Cornish, Encinitas. How cool is that? Told me about the building. He told me you built this building and you didn't have a tenant. Other people fell through and you're looking for the tenant, looking for the right tenant. Now you've got it up for sale. I looked at it some more. I started looking at the data. I started looking at the data of who's coming and going to the Starbucks across the street and where else are they shopping? What other shops are they going to? I started looking at the data of who's coming and going to the McDonald's that's down the street. What other shops are they going to? And the Wendy's that's across the street from the McDonald's. Those are the main three I started looking at. I started looking at a bunch of the others as well. This correlation started coming up to me. The correlation is about what other shops, these shoppers that are shopping in this local area and they continuously return to those shops are going to. When they continuously return to those shops, I'm guessing that this is where they're going on their way to work or on their way home from work or on the way to their kids' soccer games or something. There's a lot of good income in this area. There's a high population of people in the area, and these people are shopping at some shops that are not here, that are on the other side of town. If they know those brands and they're going to those shops on the other side of town, and those shops could be replicated to this building, I think there's a good opportunity to go tell those shops about it and drag them over here. My name's Luke Smith. I've bought and sold land all across the United States. I've bought small dollar properties to a lot bigger dollar properties, and I've sold them in lots of different ways. Somewhere along the way, I started getting into high traffic retail properties. When I started buying these high traffic retail properties, the kinds of properties like you have here that you put the oil change on, I had a hard time selling those properties and getting good prices for them until I studied the data really hard and started figuring out who should be using those properties. And it wasn't just about figuring out who should be using those properties, it was about reaching out to who should be using those properties, grabbing them by the ear, dragging them over, showing them the property, and offering to build it for them. Offering to make the building for them, offering to, if it's a vacant building, offering to lease that building to them, and give them the money to make it their color, make it their design, and make it work for them. That's when those high traffic retail properties, like the one you have here, started really singing for me. Otherwise, I just get stuck with them and sit on them for a good long time. Because I've spent so much time and energy figuring out the data to sell those vacant properties of mine, I started getting more of an inclination of how to do properties like this one you have here. By studying those neighbors, by studying that McDonald's, by studying that Wendy's, by studying the Starbucks that's across the street, and who's going there and where they're also shopping that is not right here at this intersection but might be the other side of town, by bringing that brand across town to this location, I think we have a deal. I've done deals with those brands, with numerous different counterparts of those brands, of franchises and corporate, on multiple fronts, either buying land from them or selling land to them or doing lease negotiations with them. I would like to go talk to those people that are there that should be in your shop. So what I'm asking for as a part of this offer is some time. I'm asking for some time. I'm sending over the offer to purchase this property as well as the proof of funds to pay for it in this video that tells you a little bit more about me, and I'm asking for some time. I'm asking for some time to go talk to those tenants that I already know that I've talked to before and tell them about this property and offer them the finance to dress it up to their color, stock the shelves, do a grand opening, whatever it is that takes them, that makes it able for them to go move in here and love it and run with it and be successful with this property going forward. After I close out with you, go work it out with them to the finer details and make it happen. If you're willing to give me some time, like I'm asking for in this contract, to work this property, I'll go talk to those people, I'll work with those people, I'll work with them in multiple different modes to make sure it works for them. That's what I'm asking for. Feel free to ask questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm sending my contact information. If you're up for this, that would be great. I can't wait to hear back from you. If you want to learn more about me, feel free to look me up on social media or lots of different county records all across the country. I started buying really small dollar properties and trading them into bigger and bigger and bigger dollar ones along the way. You can find me in all kinds of county records, most everywhere, different land that I've traded. If you're speaking my language and you're watching this video and you want to learn more about doing these kinds of deals, I've got a free community that the link is below in the description. You can follow that link back to my little community, and we talk about these kinds of deals. We share notes, we share contacts, we share information, we learn, we grow off of each other. If you go deeper into it, I work with people on a closer basis to make these kinds of deals happen in lots of different ways. I've got a group of people I work with that's got great contacts in the industry and lots of different ways to make these deals happen. Together, we bring all the ingredients to the table to pull them off in a larger way. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. Hope to hear from you soon and see you in the next one. Bye.